So ngayon, baka naman nagtataka kayo. Nagpunas na ho kami ng pawis dahil galing ho kami dyan
Sa
sa
construction,
construction site. Dahil in-inspect ni John yung
pundasyon.
pundasyon. Ano ba yung pundasyon na yun? Bakit ba kailangan? Importante ba yung pundasyon na yan?
Oo, pagka hindi maayos yung pundasyon, yan nakatirik na yan. Konting galaw lang, bagsak na lahat yung buong bahay.
Ay, gano'n. So parang so pag tinignan mo, parang kala mo okay. Pero pag hindi pa mo talagang binantayan yung paggawa o hindi mo talaga trusted yung
hindi sinunod yung
requirements,
yung design.
yung design. Ibig sabihin, importante yung quality.
Oo, yung
Di ba?
pundasyon.
Yan.
Parang yung sa mag-asawa,
Oo.
pagka sila ay magtatayo ng kanilang pamilya,
Mm-mm.
dapat sundin din nila yung design ng pundasyon.
Design ni God.
Di ba? Design ni God sa
Yes.
pundasyon. Ang design pala, alam mo, noon talaga nga alam natin yung marriage preparation. Yan yung bago ka ikasal, bibigyan ka ng mga isang araw o 2 oras na seminar. Seminar, tapos na yon. Yung palang design ni God, from birth.
Yes.
Simula
simula pala yun.
Alam mo, yung mga bata, pagka halimbawa nag-conceive pa lang, pagka hindi maganda ang iyong pag-accept doon, nararamdaman ng bata yon. So at the start, that child should already feel the love of the parent.
So sa sinapupunan pa lang. Diba? Yan.
Doon pa lang dapat maramdaman na niya yon. So pag lumabas siya, all the more na dapat maramdaman niya yung love until talagang makita na niya, yun ang bokasyon niya to build a family.
Yan. Kaya nga ngayon, pakinggan natin kasi bibigyan tayo ng mga tips ni Father Tito Ranola.
Yeah.
Siya po yung speaker natin ngayon. Magiging maganda po yung ating talakayan. Bakit? Kasi ito yung mga gustong mag-asawa para maging maganda ang pundasyon ng kanilang pamilya. Okay, so let's hear it from Father Tito Ranola.
Pag-aaralan po natin ngayon, particularly, ay yung chapter 207. Ang chapter 207 po ay nakapasok sa chapter 6 ng Amoris Laetitia. At kung babalikan po natin yung chapter 6, ang title niyan ay Pastoral Perspectives. So gustong sabihin, dito si Pope Francis, he's suggesting how can we reach out pastorally and in a very practical way to the couples who are married, but more so those who are getting married, preparing for the sacrament of matrimony, preparing for the sacrament of marriage. Sa buhay naman po, kahit anong klaseng buhay, yung paghahanda na napakahalaga. And I remember kaming mga pare, ganun din po yung ginawa. May mga asawa, we know that it's not just a job, it's not a career, to be a husband, to be a wife, but it is a calling. So in as much as it is a calling, so nandyan yung dimension na ang Diyos mismo ang tumatawag sa atin. At kaming mga pare, si Father Tito, pumasok po ako at the age of 13 sa seminaryo. And that's where I started my preparation, to become a priest. It took me 14, 15 years, bago ako po na-ordain bilang isang pare. So, everything in life takes formation. Everything in life takes preparation. And everything in life takes getting ready. So, yun po ang sinasabi po ni Pope Francis sa particular passage na ito. Pero sa very first paragraph po, paragraph 207, Pope Francis, he is encouraging the church, everyone, to be part in preparing couples who are entering the life of marriage. At ang panawagan po ni Pope Francis involves, nandyan yung mga pare, nandyan yung mga lay, even he would mention the name seminarians. Kasi yung mga seminarista, they are preparing themselves to be ministers in the church. Of course, they will be dealing with couples who are already married and couples who are preparing for marriage. At yun ang sinasabi ni Pope Francis na lahat tayo ay involved. For a couple to be prepared, it takes the entire church to prepare a couple for the sacrament of marriage. Hindi lang po ito trabaho ng mga pari, hindi lang to trabaho ng Commission on the Family, hindi lang to trabaho ng mga madre. It takes the whole church to prepare the couples who are getting married. Kung babalikan po natin yung paragraph 207, yung first paragraph, meron po diyang napakalakas na mensahe si Pope Francis. At ang sabi niya, when we prepare these couples, it's not just a one-way thing na sila ang natututo sa atin. Ang message ni Pope Francis, we also can learn from these couples. And then they will lead us into the renewal of the fabric of our society and of the church. And kami po ni Tito June, ni Tita Malo, maikli pa lang po yung pag-meet namin, but when I had their meeting with them, as they were sharing their stories in preparing couples for the sacrament of marriage, I could sense na nag-e-enjoy sila dahil sila mismo may mga natututunan pa sa mga couples na inihahanda nila para sa sacrament of marriage. So, ito yung mensahe po ni Pope Francis sa unang paragraph ng paragraph 207. Kaya nga sinabi niya diyan, love is contagious. Itong dalawa na nagmamahalan and they are planning to enter the sacrament of matrimony, pati si na Tito June at saka si Tita Malu, mukhang mas lalong nai-inlove sa isa't isa. So, I think this is the message ng first paragraph sa 207, that love is contagious. Kung gusto nating mas matutong magmahal, then why don't we get involved with these couples who are truly in love with one another and are preparing for the sacrament of marriage? Kung susundan po natin dito, sabi po ni Pope Francis, there are a number of legitimate ways to structure programs of marriage preparation, and each local church will discern how best to provide a suitable formation without distancing young people from the sacrament. Kung minsan, dahil po i-prepare these couples for marriage, ang akala nila isang course lang ito na dapat ipasa. I remember just recently, I was interviewing a couple for their canonical interview. Nung nagsisimula pa lang ako, aba yung lalaki, balisang-balisa at yung kamay talagang galaw ng galaw. Bakit mukhang kinakabahan? Hindi pa ba handa? Sabi po nung girl, Father, hindi niya po kasi alam kung ano yung 10 Commandments. Well, I was straightforward with them. Sabi ko, well, this is not about the doctrines. Sabi ko, the questions that we would be having here are more personal ones and how you understand personally the sacrament of marriage. So, kung minsan, dahil ang interpretation sa atin, we are a religion of rules and regulations, of commands and doctrines and everything. So kung minsan, that's also an issue or a reason for couples to distance themselves from us. Kaya sabi po ni Pope Francis dito, okay, wag masyado, don't overwhelm them with too much information. They do not need to be taught the entire catechism. Here too, sabi niya, it is not great knowledge, but rather the ability to feel and relish things interiorly that contents and satisfies the soul. Kung mapupuntahan po natin sila kung saan sila naroon, kung mapupuntahan natin kung saan yung mga kinakatakutan nila, dahil I remember, nung ako po i-ordain, I was having my 30-day retreat before I got ordained to the priesthood. And the one who was giving me the retreat is now the Cardinal of Ontario, Toronto. Sabi ko po kay Cardinal Collins, I don't think I can do it. So, sa paulit-ulit na balik ako sa kanya na natatakot ako, finally, he just, ginanon po niya ako, sabi niya, Tito, it's normal to be afraid, okay? But just allow yourself to be used by God in service. So, ang mga ikakasal, ako po kasi hindi kinasal, pero I think I can relate that if we are entering some kind of a life na hindi natin sigurado, matatakot tayo. At ang pagdarasal ng I believe in God, ang sasaulo yung 10 Commandments, sasaulo yung ano ba yung 7 sacraments, I don't think it will help, overcome the fears of these couples. Okay? So, sa akin, sabihin natin sila na natakot din tayo. Sabihin din natin na we felt that we also felt we're inadequate and that we are unworthy. We can also tell them that we are not perfect. What counts is that we remain faithful. And then in the end, we will realize that God is faithful. Okay? So yung mga mag-asawa na magpapakasal, they are so scared because they know that they are imperfect, that they are unworthy. Kaya nga kung minsan yung mga salita na bakit ako, para sa iyo. So, but those are words of fear. And we just have to assure them, yes, we are imperfect, that we are unworthy. But if we remain faithful to God and to each other, things will just be fine. So, gustong sabihin po, kaya nga po yung napakagandang palaging sinasabi ni Pope Francis, which is accompaniment. So we accompany these couples as they prepare to enter a life na, yes, nakakatakot, nakakakaba, but it is a beautiful life. Because that life reflects the very life of God. And it is a life of relationship. That if, like God who loves his Son, and the Son loves the Father so much, then there is the fruit, the Spirit. Okay? Yeah. So, ang buhay ng pag-aasawa is a very reflection of the very life of God. Sabi ni Pope Francis, there are legitimate ways. We have so many ways. We have so many programs. Pero let's not forget na don't give them too much, but then be there, be where they are at. Yung fear nila, paano kaya maki-communicate, bakit ba naghihiwalay ang mga mag-asawa, yung pala hindi alam kung paano i-discuss yung pera o ano, puntahan natin sila doon. And then that's where we journey with them. That's where we accompany them. That is why, susunod po doon sa paragraph na yon, itong sinabi po ni Pope Francis, quality is more important than quantity. And priority should be given along with a renewed proclamation of kerygma to an attractive and helpful presentation of information that can help couples to live the rest of their lives together with great courage and generosity. If we will go back to the document itself, makikita po natin na itong marriage preparation course na or program na sinasabi po ni Pope Francis, it's just part. The preparation start when someone is born. Ang unang mentors of every person is the family itself. Okay? So, ang preparation ng isang tao na later on magpapakasal, makikita muna po ang magtuturo ay ang mga magulang. As young as they are, na kahit yung kapatid, they have a role in helping every member of the family for this wonderful sacrament. Itong ating preparation course na we are discussing in every diocese, in every church. This, sabi mo po, tuldok lang to. Kung pinag-uusapan man natin na mayroon tayo, sana meron tayong standardized marriage preparation course or module or program, these are just help sa atin na magtuturo sa kanila, makita kung ano yung mga salient points ng ating faith when it comes to marriage. And these are the things that will help us help them. Pero hindi po natin kayang ituro sa kanila ang lahat kasi nandyan lang sila sa journey. Yung journey nila nagsimula pa ever since they were born. Their preparation and their formation, their getting ready, nagsimula sa family. Tayo, gagawa lang po tayo as a church, as a diocese, ng ating role na okay, ito yung isusupplement natin sa kanila. Kung baga, ang gagawin ng diocese, ang gagawin ng parokya, ang gagawin ng simbahan na sa nation, supplementa na lang po to. Kasi yung kanilang formation talaga must have started as soon as they were born. Pag nakita nila yung tatay at nanay nila tapat, yun ang mapipick up nila. Kung minsan, ito po ang sinasabi rin ng document, I wish I could cite some examples, na kung minsan, they come from a broken family. Pero may mga bata dyan na as young as 7 years old, 8 years old, because they were wounded so much, they would say that, when I got married, hindi ko gagayahin si mama at si papa. So yung formation po nila nagsisimula, yung preparation nila nagsisimula. So hindi po natin pwedeng sabihin na, okay, let's sit down for 1 month, for 1 year as diocese para ipiprepare para lahat nandito. Good luck. Hindi po yun. They have to overcome that. Kaya nga po, kung minsan sabi ko, yung may mga fear. And there are a lot of couples preparing for the sacrament of marriage that come from broken families. And they have lots of fears because even the statistics would say that more than 50% of those couples preparing for marriage that come from broken families will end up most likely to have a broken family. Yan po ang sabi ng statistics. But we have to assure them na iba ka. Pag confident ka na mahal ka ng Diyos, and if you are faithful to His calling, in loving your spouse and loving your family, you will be fine. Kaya kailangan po ang boses natin kasi may mga formation sila na na-pick up na mali and we have to rectify that. Yung ano po natin is standardize, that's just a tool. That's just one tool. Okay? And sabi nyo nga po, tuldok. But in as much as it is just a tuldok, it can make a difference. Let's not be discouraged or let's not be inspired na ang dami. Kasi sasabihin ko po sa inyo, sa isang sentence, ang comma, it makes a difference. At kung minsan, isa dahil yung mga magulang and then the rest of the family, after nagpakasal, after 3 years, then they get to see the result na hindi sineryoso na hindi pinaghandaan. Ako po sa mga misa ko, and even in my Bible studies, because that's what I tell parents. First, na i-pray nila na kahit bata pa, that later on in life, their child, their children will find a good and holy, righteous spouse. Kailangan na yung pagdasal. And I learned that from my parents, yung mami ko. He would verbalize na, I'm praying na pag ikaw ay makapag-asawa, yung may takot sa Diyos, yung nagsisimba. So, yun. And then, tell them that sabi ko nga po, every calling, it needs a preparation. Every calling needs formation. Okay? At yung ating tawag, it's deeper, but like any other career, it takes formation, preparation. So I think parents must verbalize na kung merong nagde-date o nagbabasa ba kayo o nagsisimba ba kayo o may seminar doon sa simbahan o may seminar gusto nyo mag-attend. So for a parent to show that to their children na importante yun, it's crucial. Kahit wala pang boyfriend, kahit wala pang girlfriend, I think we need some kind of seminars and formation on, getting married. Kaya lang kung minsan may mga parents, bata mo pa, 26 ka pa lang, 28 ka pa lang, wag kang mag-attend yan. May we always be inspired as the Pope inspiring us to do. That we as a church, it takes the entire church, the whole village, to prepare a couple to receive the sacrament of matrimony, let's take that call seriously and with love and with generosity and with faith that every couple would believe that it is a beautiful life. So I encourage you to keep on, learning more about how to spread love and to also spread the importance of the sacrament. Again, thank you for this opportunity to be with you as you continue to reflect and study on the document of Pope Francis, Amoris Laetitia. And thank you. Bless you.
Bye!
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Alam mo yung mga explanation ni Pope Francis, medyo talagang challenge sa atin. Ano? Kasi parang hindi yan na nakasanayan eh.
Ay, no, parang mapapanganga ka eh. Ay, ganun ba yun? Ganun ba talaga yun?
So, ang nagbibigay pala ng pre-K yung mga magulang.
Ay, no. Biro mo, tayong mga magulang eh. Tatahi-tahimik tayo, wala tayong kamuang-muang. Yung pala eh, mga bata pa talaga, nakatingin talaga lahat sila sa atin. Kaya kung palaway ka, ganyan nadadala niya, no? Nadadala nila kung ano man yung nakikita nila. Kaya nga, kung sa atin pala, ngayon na alam natin yan, ang laking points niyan, ano, na alam natin ngayon, para doon sa mga bagong mag-asawa, alam na ninyo, kami hindi namin alam yun ng time namin. Kayo ngayon alam nyo, so meron na kayong one step ahead na kayo.
So kung hindi maayos ang inyong relationship na mag-asawa, yung anak ninyo nalilito, hindi niya makita yung vocation niya, kung ano ang tawag sa kanya ng Panginoon.
Yes.
No? So kawawa naman yung bata.
I know, kaya nga iba naman. Tapos yung mga magulang, di ba, ang mga bata, pag sinabi kasing vocation, calling ni God yon, and very personal yon. Hindi pwedeng ang nagde-decide yung magulang.
Oo nga,
sasabi, o ikaw gusto ko magmadre ka ha? O ikaw gusto ko mag-asawa ka ha? Hindi ho ganon. Kaya lang, papaano? Kasi sabi, turuan daw eh. By example. Example, yung vocation sa mag-asawa, di tayong dalawang mag-asawa, pakita natin ano ba talaga ang magandang samahan ng mag-asawa. O yun. O kunyari naman, ma-expose mo naman siya sa simbahan para makita naman niya kung anong itsura ng mga pare. Sama mo siya sa mga, hindi naman porket pina-attend mo siya doon, magpapari na or magmamadre, di ba? O yun.
Kaya nakakatulong din halimbawa, tayo, magulang, sumama tayo sa isang community, so na-expose din sila sa ibang mag-asawa na ang ganda rin ng relationship.
Yes.
Di ba?
Yes.
So, nagiging malinaw sa kanila. Hindi sila nagdadalawang isip na pagka nakita kayong mag-asawa, sabihin nila, ayoko yan. Yeah. Ayoko yan.
At nga, dahil sa sinabi nga ni Pope Francis na it starts with the family, sabihin yung mga magulang, naman pag pre-K na, at kinukuha nating mga facilitator yung mga couple. Bakit? May mga experiences din sila na pwede nilang i-share. Di ba? And, sabi rin doon, hindi yan, two-way din yan. Na tayo, may natututunan tayo doon sa ating mga tinuturuan, at sila may natututunan din sa atin. Ganon.
So, yung natututunan natin sa kanila, na-share natin sa susunod na binibigyan natin ng pre-K na.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Oo, totoo yan. Kaya, hindi talaga pwedeng yung ilagay na yung idekahon.
Minsan, kaya nga importante yung interview, no? So nakikita mo, ano ba yung pinagdadaanan nila ngayon?
Tama.
So that, kung makita mo ng ganon, yun ang pag-usapan ninyo.
Oo, yun nga yung sinabi din ni Pope Francis na more of the quality, not in quantity. Para makuha mo din yung quality, dahil in-interview mo siya bago mag-start yung seminar, may nakita ka na parang may problema siya dito, parang ganon. So alam mo na nakafocus ka na doon.
And then sabi rin doon, na hindi natatapos sa kasal yung pagbibuild nila ng family.
Yes.
Kaya nga, ang simbahan, tayo, dito sa Mary Help of Christians, merong post-K na program.
Yes.
Ngayon, hindi na restrictive. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng face-to-face, pwedeng virtual. So that anytime, anywhere, kahit saan ka nandun, pwede ka mabigyan ng consultation.
Yes. Ayan po ay follow-up ng pre-K na. Dahil hindi naman po lahat na ibibigay ng pre-K na, dahil marami po talagang topic yon at saka may iba mga experiences na take up po yun sa post-K na. Malinaw ang explanation ni Father Tito na kailangan talaga ang preparasyon dito sa bago ikasal, no? Pero ang takot mo ay mawawala. Kung ano sabi niya, kung faithful ka kay God sa iyong vocation at higit sa lahat, talagang nagtitiwala ka sa Kanya. Because marriage is, no, called by God, no? Kaya huwag kayong matakot magpakasal dahil nandyan si Lord kasama ninyo.
Yan.
Okay?
Kung ano man ang depekto nung pundasyon na nagsimula sa magulang ninyo, God will correct it.
Yes, yun nga yung fear nila kasi binanggit niya ni Father, no? Na pagka yung broken ang family mo, akala nila ganun din ikaw. Hindi ho. Just trust the Lord, have faith, and gawin niyo po yung ano yung dapat, no? Yung vocation ninyo, kung ano yung pinramis niyo doon sa vows ninyo. Kaya yung pundasyon na sinasabi natin ay magiging matibay.
Yes.
Dahil dito sa mga sinabi nating mga factors kung papaano ito i-build bilang isang Kristiyanong pamilya.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay? So we'll see you again next week. And of course, abangan po natin yung ating